In this video, we are going to see how to add volunteer recruitment form details to Airtable. So let's say that for any particular activity, you have created a volunteer recruitment form, and every time you receive a new response, then you want the details of that particular form to be embedded in your spreadsheet. Here we have taken the example of Airtable. Now, how can this be done? For this, you will have to set up some integration between the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here your trigger application would be JotForm and your action application would be Airtable. Now how can you do this yourself? To understand that, let me take you to my screen. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can fill a form regarding a volunteer registration for any particular activity, and the details would automatically become a part of your spreadsheet. So let me show you. So the moment I fill up this form, full name, then I have the mobile number, then I have here the email address. Let's say the person is interested in first aid, and for comments I'm going to right now just write no comments. Okay, so as soon as I fill in this form, then automatically the information has become a part of my spreadsheet. Now how can this happen? To understand the same, let's begin. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two tabs, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab, sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and yes, at the time of account creation, you are going to get 100 free tasks so that you can easily explore the application. Now, since I'm an existing user here, I'm going to click on sign in. And here we have reached all applications page. So let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect, as we are doing this integration using the same software. Here we have reached the dashboard of this application. Again, on the right hand side, you can see a blue tab that says create workflow. I'm going to click on this, and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now, what is my objective here? Every time a volunteer recruitment form is submitted, so the details of that form should be added to my Airtable. So I'm going to click on create here. And here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, and action is do this. Basically, action here is the response of our trigger application. So as per this integration, my trigger application would be JotForm. Let's click on this. Now here I have used the form builder application JotForm. You can use any other form builder application. Now the trigger event here would be new response. So every time I receive a new response, then only this workflow is going to trigger. Here we can see that we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting JotForm with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this, and then we are supposed to follow the instruction given. What is it written? Open your form in the form builder, click on the settings tab, go to the integrations, search for webhook and paste the above URL in add webhook field. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take you to my JotForm account. So this is my JotForm account, and here I already have created a cleanup volunteer registration form. You can create your own form by clicking on this orange tab over here. So let me show you the form first. So I'm going to click on edit form here. And yes, this is the form. So the name is Ziva Cleanup Day Volunteer Registration. Then I have got the following fields. First of all, full name, which has first name and last name. Then I have the phone number, email address, interested in. So I have got certain activities here, and finally comments, and then submit form tab. So this is my form. Now to set up the integration, first I have to go to settings. Then on the left hand side, we can see integrations. Let's click on this. And here we have to look for webhooks. So here it is. Let's click on this, and now this particular webhook URL that we have received here, I'm going to copy this, go back to JotForm, and here I'm going to paste the same. So once done, let's click on complete integration, and here we can see that the integration is ready. Let's click on finish. Now, once we are done with the integration, Pabbly Connect is saying that do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So I'm going to take you back to JotForm. Here, let's go to build. And here I'm going to click on preview form. And let's click on this tab And here is the form right in front of us. Let's fill in the data. So let's say the first name is demo, the last name here is user, phone number is this, then we have the email address which is demo@pablitudes.com. Now I'm interested in food service. So while people are cleaning, I'll be providing them food. And finally comments. So I'm going to here write that I will be providing pure veg food. Okay, so once I have written this, I'm going to click on submit form. So here we can see that our form has been submitted. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to see if we have received the API response, and yes, here it is. We have received the same. So this is the webhook URL, then we have the username, type, submission ID, and then we have the fields. So this is our email address, first name, last name, mobile number, then we have the area code, and then we have the comments, interested in which activity. So once we have received this information, what do I want? I want this information to become a part of my spreadsheet, which is Airtable here. So I'm going to select the action application, which is Airtable. Let's click on this. So here I have used the spreadsheet Airtable. You can use any other spreadsheet. Now the action event here would be to create a record. Let's click on connect. And here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Airtable account. I have already logged into my Airtable account. I'm going to click on add new connection. Now to set up this connection, we need the API key. So for this, once you have logged in, click on this hyperlink. As soon as you do that and you scroll down, this is your API key. I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Let's click on save to set up this connection. So here we can see that Airtable is now connected with Pabbly Connect. And now here we have to map the information. So first I'm going to take you to my Airtable account. So this is the Airtable account. These are the various workspaces, and within these workspaces I've got different bases. I already have created a table which is river cleanup volunteer details, and it has got the following fields: first name, last name, phone number, email address, preferred activity, and additional comments. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to map this information. First of all, the base ID. So what is the name? It is river cleanup volunteer details. So this is the base ID. And now the name of the table. So the name of the table is details, which has already been captured by the system. And now we are going to map the information: the first name, last name, phone number, etc. What is mapping? Mapping means that I already have received this information in the previous step and I'm just going to retrieve it here. And how do we do this? So as I click on this, it is going to show me the previous response, previous step. As I click on this, so here is the first name. So this is how we have to map. Then we have the last name. So this is the last name. Then we have the phone number. So I'm going to write the phone number along with the code. So I'm going to take you down here. So this is the code. Let's put a hyphen, and again I'm going to go to step 1, and this is the phone number. Now the email address. So I'm going to look for the email address over here. This is the email address. And then we need the preferred activity. So what was the activity that we had selected? So this is food service. And now the additional comments. So for additional comments, again I'm going to take you down, and these are the additional comments. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So when you're creating the form, you can add as many fields as you wish to have, and the similar fields would be added in your Airtable. So here I have received the API response, which basically means that now this information should have become a part of my Airtable table. So I'm going to take you there, and yes, here you can see that I have received the information. So this basically means that our integration process is a success, but we also need to check the same in real. So I'm going to again take you to my JotForm, and here I'm going to open another form, and let's say this time the name is new, the last name is test, phone number is the same, and then the email address is new@pablitudes.com, and then we have the activity as transportation. Now comments, so I do not want to write any comments, so no comments. So the moment I click on submit form, what should happen? This information should be inculcated in my Airtable spreadsheet. So let me take you there now. And yes, here you can see that we have received the information. So our entire integration process is totally a success, and now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger application was JotForm, where the event was new response, and our action application was Airtable, where the event was to create a record. So this was extremely easy. I hope you have understood this well. If you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. If you have any specific integration that you wish to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.